Welcome to the Tea Mind, and for those of you that are new around here, I'm Erica, and this is the podcast where we pause, put the kettle on, and reconnect with what really matters. Each episode is your invitation to slow down and explore how something as simple as a cup of tea can become a gateway to mindfulness, mental fitness, and a more present way of living. We will sip our way through practical tea routines, powerful insights, and heartfelt stories. Some weeks it's just you and me, and some weeks we'll hear from inspiring guests. But every week it's a chance to recalibrate, to pause, rebalance, and thrive. So grab your favourite mug, breathe deeply, and join me in the art of living with a tea mind. Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Tea Mind podcast. I'm curious to know, when did your phone become the first thing and the last thing that you touched each and every day? We carry the world in our pockets, but somewhere along the line, we lost touch with the world right in front of us. Have you ever looked up from your phone and actually forgotten where you were? It's become really normal now to wake up, reach for your phone, and fall asleep, phone in hand. It's no longer a tool, it's a tether, and it's slowly pulling us away from real life. Did you know that the average person swipes or clicks their phone over 2,600 times a day? And each scroll chips away at your attention, at your peace, and at your presence. And it's no wonder that we're living in the age of distraction, feeling disconnected, foggy. But there's a quiet truth that nobody's shouting about. Your attention is your life. You are where your attention flows. And you're giving away that attention too cheaply. Have you ever stopped to consider what the cost of this constant connection is? We're more connected now more than ever before, but as we all know, loneliness is on the rise. Anxiety, burnout, fear of missing out, doom scrolling. And there's even now a term that psychologists use called technoference, which describes the way digital devices interfere with our real relationships and our mental health. So, what's it costing you? Maybe a partner who feels unseen, kids who stop trying to interrupt your screen time, a creative idea or a big project that never gets to fruition because your mind's just too full already and always on. We scroll to escape our feelings, whether it's discomfort or fear, but we often end up actually escaping from our own lives in the process. So the real truth is that we don't need even more apps, but we need more presence. We need a way to really pause and to come back to ourselves. And I struggle with this, hands on, cards on the table. I struggle with this as much as the next person. I've got so much to learn on this. But I do think that the first step is awareness and then trying to take small steps so you can take action. And the daily scroll hooks me in far too easily. That's the way that they're built. But instead of us feeling guilty about it, it's time to start to take back our power. And the first step for me is to pause and to become aware of what feeling is it that I'm avoiding. And it might be boredom, it might be fear, it could be all sorts of things. But that first step is to be aware and to sit and notice what that feeling is that you're avoiding. And then start to take action once you've sat with it and overcome it a little bit. So, what's really helping me is building in my sacred tea pauses during my day when my phone's on airplane mode. No notifications, no other noise or distractions, just me, the tea leaves, and the hot water. And it helps if my phone's in another room as well to avoid it's got some sort of magnetic pull over us. I've noticed it's easier to slow down. My thoughts become more clear and uncluttered, and I can actually focus on tasting the tea leaves and noticing how it feels in my body and in my mind. And these small tea routines or pauses, even if it's just for little 3-minute windows scattered throughout your day, are really, really important. There's so much more than just having a cup of tea. It's a real way to tune in to what you really need in that moment. So here's what I've learned, and the science really backs it up. Even short breaks away from your screen can help to restore your focus, calm your nervous system, and bring yourself back to some sort of clarity. A study on digital detox found that people experienced less withdrawal symptoms than expected and more relief than they imagined. So it's worth giving it a go. I've certainly found that when I unplug and give myself time away from my phone and my screen, I get more space to think. I find more joy in small things. I notice little things a lot more, whether it's a flower out on a walk or bird song. I have more real conversations and better conversations, and I've got less overwhelm and less mental clutter, which brings a lot of clarity and more peace of mind. So when I'm not reacting to every single ping, I can actually tune in and respond to what really matters. So here's the invitation for you this week is to try your own digital detox moment this week. Start small and just choose one. So maybe it is just keeping your phone on airplane mode while you're brewing your tea, or maybe it's going a walk and leaving your phone at home, or creating a little phone-free zone at home, or perhaps uninstalling an app that gives a little, sorry, gives it, yeah, a little, but takes an awful lot out of you. Just consider what that could be. And just notice that you don't need to be available to everyone all the time, but you do need to be available to yourself some of the times. So while your tea is brewing today or tomorrow, I'd like you to try to switch off your phone or pop it on airplane mode and sit with your tea just for 3 minutes or so. Just you and your breath. And just tune in to what it is you are feeling and what it is you are needing in that moment. And perhaps you'd like to write down or notice 3 things that you're grateful for that have happened in the past 24 hours. And just tune into how you feel and notice what comes back. And you can do this in 3 minutes. Even better if you can do it 3 minutes every single day for the next week and just notice what changes and what you feel. So to wrap up then, just to note that you carry so much of the world and the stress and the fear and anxiety, everything is wrapped up in this little phone in your pocket. But don't forget that you carry a whole universe and a whole world of wisdom inside yourself as well. So it's time to put down your phone and start to pick up your life. You deserve much more presence and you deserve some peace of mind. So I do hope you try this tea routine this week and let me know how you get on. And remember, you can subscribe to the Tea Mind on Substack for free to get your weekly Thrive in 3 newsletter, because this Tea Mind isn't just a podcast, it's a quiet revolution and it starts with you. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. Thanks for sharing this cup of calm with me. As you move through your day, take the Tea Mind with you. Pause when you can, breathe and be kind to yourself. And please follow the Tea Mind to get new episodes as they land on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, stay present, sip slowly, and thanks for listening.